Texas schools will remain closed for the rest of this school year. That was part of what Governor Abbott announced earlier today. As Jason Miles explains, it applies to public schools, private schools, and colleges and universities.
Schools like Lamar High School here won't be reopening again until the fall. Governor Greg Abbott announced today that all schools will remain closed for now. The Texas Education Agency, or TEA, will be providing more details to public schools, including how to hold graduation ceremonies. Meanwhile, higher education officials will advise colleges and universities about how to conclude the current semester and operate over the summer.
The team of doctors advising us have determined that it would be unsafe to allow students to gather in schools for the foreseeable future. As a result, school classrooms are closed for the remainder of the 2019-2020 school year.
The governor said teachers will be allowed in classrooms for video instruction or to perform administrative duties if they choose. So far, a number of school leaders have told me they're not surprised by the governor's decision and they support it, citing the need to protect the health and well-being of staff, students, and families. Look for district responses on KHOU.com. You may recall Fort Bend ISD made its own decision to keep schools closed for the rest of this school year earlier in the week. Back to you.
Thank you, Jason.